Hi. Hey, you forgot your radio.
Mr. Rule, listen carefully. Take off your jacket. Please, do as I ask. Thank you. And now your gun. Thank you. You are being watched. One wrong move and you're dead. Not much further now, Mr. Rule. Drive through the gates. I'll be waiting for you.
Mr. Rule.
You going?
That's right, Mr. Rule. I'm told you're looking to do big business. 2, 3 liters even.
What's the matter? Haven't you got enough stock left?
Yes, but arrangements have been made for a shipment to Malta. The Australian has a big American order on his books.
I see.
What type did you want, Mr. Rule?
Top quality, naturally.
Explain yourself, Mr. Rule. In our line of business, the term top quality has very little meaning, even as a joke.
I guess not.
Or could the problem be you don't know what you're supposed to be buying?
All right. Sigourney, what is it you traded him? What is it I'm supposed to be buying? Drugs?
No. All right. I will tell you.
said to meet you as soon as you landed.
As soon as I landed, that French logic of yours is going to get you into trouble someday.
Come on, let's go find the Contessa.
In our partner's varied career, was she ever on the stage?
Why do you say that?
Well, in the time I've known her, she's never failed to make a grand entrance.
So, young English hippies disappear every day from North Africa. By accident, overdose, or simply the plain urge to move on. What's so special about one more?
Peter Hendricks wasn't just one more hippie, Paul. Between leaving England for the life of hash and hope in North Africa and the time of his death, he'd inherited a considerable fortune. His solicitors have retained us in order to find out exactly how he died and why.
What about the coroner's report?
Yeah, I read it. Seems straightforward enough. It was a car accident. Medical help arrived late. Victim bled to death.
But you think his inheritance was involved?
No, I don't think so. I don't think anybody knew about that, least of all Peter Hendricks himself. No, Paul, the rogue factor here is that there have been dozens of recent cases where hippies have been killed in road accidents in the same area of North Africa.
And the tie-up is that they were all working for your ex-friend Goran?
Yeah, it seems that way, involved in smuggling of some kind. They were all young, broke, looking for a few bucks.
Yeah, that's a nice background for smuggling drugs. But you said that Goran indicated that it was something else.
Yeah, there was an Australian involved, someone here in Malta.
Do we have any luck in that direction?
Got the names?
Yes, too many, and none of them carry an Australian passport.
Or have any Australian connection, I suppose.
No, it's not quite as bleak as that. There's this one. Now, he was a British immigrant, and he stayed in Australia for 10 years before being deported on a smuggling charge. James Leroy Mallory.
I would suggest that you zero in on James Leroy Mallory.
Contessa di Contini. What time did she say she'd be here?
She said she was on her way.
Go and buy some clothes.
Sorry I can't give you a lift back. Aren't you?
Devastated, Harry. Devastated.
John.
So you know all about the shipment from North Africa?
It's an American order, isn't it?
You are well informed.
I want it, Mr. Mallory. The whole consignment.
Contessa, any other time I'd be delighted. It's, good business. But this is a firm order from a good customer. And one who could turn nasty if I let him down.
Oh, that's your problem. I'm willing to pay. I'll top any offer from your American buyer.
You tempt me. But I can't sell it to you.
Excellent glasses.
Waterford. I had them imported especially.
Beautiful. But empty. Just a little lesson, Mr. Mallory. What I use, I abandon, and what I want, I take. And I want that shipment, Mr. Mallory.
What did you find out?
She's rich. Big yacht in the harbor. 2 men with her. One of them spent the morning asking questions all along the coast. It's not much.
It's enough. I want the 2 men handled immediately. I think we're going to have to fight hard to protect that cargo.
Pretty boat, huh? Based on the design of the Turkish war galleons, which besieged the island about 400 years ago. It's ideal for fishing.
And coastal smuggling. Any news on Mallory?
Well, he seems pretty well known up and down the coast.
Any leads on local smuggling techniques?
It varies. If we knew what we were dealing with, it would help. Listen, before the lead dried up in North Africa, did you get anything to suggest what they were selling?
No, nothing. Gorn said something about units or grades.
But it's definitely not drugs, despite the hippie connection.
No, I think they've set up an entirely new deal. Look at it this way, Paul. How would you bring in something to here that was high in price, low in bulk?
Well, motor launch from North Africa, pick up by fishing boat out at sea, and then maybe a transfer inside the 3-mile limit. But what happens next?
That depends on the guy who followed me here. There's a black car parked about 3/4 of a mile up the road. He's up in the rocks, on the headland now.
Yes? Both of them?
You're quite sure you checked?
Yes. They're dead.
Excellent.
All right, we go through with the pickup as arranged.
You want me to see the fishermen? They've been standing by ever since I warned them about the shipment.
Good. We'll get this batch safely delivered. Then we can deal with our arrogant Contessa.
Caroline, things seem to be happening. I think the shipment's starting to move.
Anything from your police contacts?
No, they're at a loss to know what the merchandise might be. They go for a new drug supply or even weapons, although that sort of trade usually runs in the opposite direction.
Okay. I think I see my guide coming now.
I see.
You all right?
All right.
See you.
Alert Paul.
There's a fishing boat leaving the creek at Marschschlag now.
It's alone. Crew of 2 sailing south. Okay?
Harry? Are you all right? Harry? Harry, come in, Harry. Harry! Where are you, Harry? What's happening? Harry, come in, Harry! Harry, answer me! Where are you?
Caroline?
Harry, are you all right?
Yeah, I guess so.
Good. Take a look. I think we might have something. Lone fishing boat, crew of 2, and heading due south.
Could be. And that will be the ship they rendezvous with.
I'll let you know of a possible landing.
Okay, I've got you. Now what about the boat?
Heading coastwards about 5 miles due south from your position. From up here, it looks like a deserted cove.
Okay, roger.
We'll have to make time, Harry, otherwise they'll have unloaded before Paul gets there.
Okay. Let's panic them a little.
Get on!
It's Mallory. He's trying to sink the boat. There it goes, all our evidence against Mallory.
No, it doesn't.
Harry, what are you doing?
The stalling speed of this plane is 50 knots. Take her down to about 60 feet. I'll need time to break my forward speed before I hit the water.
But you can't, not without a ship.
It's the only way.
What do you do for an encore, Harry?
Caroline, have you located him?
Yes, he's in the rocks. There's plenty of cover for you to work around behind him.
Roger.
Mallory!
The shipment was 2 liters of blood plasma.
Plasma? An operation this size to smuggle blood plasma?
Must be something very special.
It is. It contains the YTA antibody, a very rare protein. Worth? To a research center in America or, say, Scandinavia, $50 a milliliter.
$50. Now, let me see it. 2 liters, that's...
$100,000.
So Peter Hendricks, or someone like him, sells a pint of his blood for a few dollars to one of Goran's connections.
They find the rare antibody, locate the donor.
And afterwards they fake a road accident. Whew.
And the death certificate records the victim bled to death.
The irony is, the antibody holds the key to the link between heredity and disease. Research that could eventually save thousands of lives.
A matter of life or death.
In the